Hello anime fans, this is your friend Naruto Lore Vault. And we are back with a new fanfic. Today's fanfic is super exciting. Which is what if Naruto married Sakura? Part 2. Before I start, please do support for more amazing content and comments for next part, and if you enjoy this fanfic then, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome stories like this. So without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into the fanfic. After confessing their feelings beneath the cherry blossoms, Naruto and Sakura began a quiet but meaningful chapter of their lives. Their relationship grew naturally, built on years of shared battles, trust, and unbroken loyalty. They did not rush anything. Instead, they learned to understand each other in ways neither had before. Naruto discovered how deeply Sakura cared for everyone she healed, how she carried the emotional weight of each patient long after the doors of the hospital closed. Sakura learned how lonely Naruto still felt at times, despite being loved by the entire village. They found comfort in being able to share their unseen struggles. Konoha noticed the change immediately. People saw them walking together after missions, sharing quiet meals instead of loud arguments, or simply sitting side by side in peaceful silence. Even Shikamaru, who usually ignored romance, smirked when he caught them exchanging soft glances during meetings. Kakashi never said a word, but his eyes squinted with quiet pride every time he saw them together. One evening, after a long day of missions, Naruto invited Sakura to Ichiraku. This time it wasn't to celebrate a victory or cheer each other up, it was simply because he wanted her company. Sitting under the warm lantern light of the tiny ramen stand, Sakura realized she had stopped thinking about the future she once imagined with Sasuke. Without noticing, she had begun to picture a different future, a home, laughter, and warmth, all beside Naruto. Months passed. Naruto's responsibilities increased as he trained intensely for future leadership. Sakura became head medic of the hospital and was praised for revolutionizing healing techniques. Though their schedules grew heavy, they always made time for one another. Sometimes it was late-night walks through quiet streets. Sometimes it was helping each other train until they collapsed on the grass laughing. Their bond only strengthened. One summer day, Naruto was assigned a dangerous mission near the border. Before leaving, he went to see Sakura. She examined him carefully, checking every piece of equipment twice, her hands lingering slightly longer than necessary. Naruto saw the worry in her eyes, the worry she used to hide. He assured her, with a soft smile, that he would return. For the first time, Sakura whispered something she had held inside, that losing him was the one thing she feared more than anything. Naruto carried those words with him throughout the mission. He fought fiercely, not for glory, but for the promise he made. When he returned, tired, bruised, but alive, Sakura ran to him without hesitation, and for the first time, they embraced not as comrades, but as people who could no longer imagine life without each other. That night, under the quiet glow of the moon, Naruto did something he had never done before. He invited Sakura to his home. It wasn't romantic or planned, it was simply where he felt safe. She cooked for him, cleaned his wounds, and they talked late into the night about dreams and responsibilities. For the first time, Sakura saw the weight Naruto carried, not just as a warrior, but as the future Hokage. Weeks later, Naruto made a decision. With the help of Ino and Hinata, he planned a simple moment, nothing extravagant, nothing flashy. On the anniversary of Team 7's formation, he took Sakura to their old training field. They walked slowly, remembering their younger selves, their childish fights, the mistakes, the pain, and the growth that had brought them here. When they reached the tall oak tree where their journey had truly begun, Naruto finally spoke. His voice was steady, but his heart raced. He told her that she had been his first bond, his first true friend, the one who believed in him before anyone else. He told her that she was his equal, his strength, and the person he wanted to build a life with. Then, quietly, sincerely, Naruto asked her to marry him. Sakura's breath caught, not because she was surprised, but because in that moment, she felt everything fall into place. All the years of struggle, all the longing, all the pain and healing had led them to this single point. She answered with a smile that carried a decade of growth and gratitude. She said yes. The wind rustled gently through the leaves of the old training ground as the future took shape. Not as a fairy tale, not as a destiny chosen by fate, but as a decision made by two hearts that had learned, grown, and finally chosen each other. And so, Naruto and Sakura's story moved toward a new beginning, a wedding that would unite not just two people, but two journeys that had always been intertwined.